to T-Boys TV. We're back again with Premier League predictions. Obviously, game week 23, plus the rescheduled game. Obviously, massive rescheduled game, obviously, midweek. And that is obviously Arsenal taking on City. Obviously, I will get in my prediction for that as well. So, yeah, man. Big up to everyone. And then, obviously, we've got the Hatter Show later. I haven't managed to promote my streams. I've been hella busy today. And I've actually decided I'm going to do championship predictions going forward. Today, I've done a pre-recorded video. I'm going to get that out after the Hatter Show because I know a lot of you want me to do them. And I felt like doing it. To be honest with you. So, yeah, man, definitely check that out. Like I said, as soon as the Hatter Show's done, because obviously there's a game later as well in the championship, I want to get it out straight away. It's already now. I just need to make a thumbnail and put stuff in the description. So, yeah, man, big up to everyone inside already. Apologies, I'm a few minutes late. Just to let you lot know as well, I will say it again on the Hatter Show. My dad will not be on today's episode. He is feeling like absolute crap. He's got a cold. He'll still be in my corner tomorrow. It should be better. To be honest, I've had a cough. There's something going around. I'm telling you now. But I'm all right. I'm getting there. You know, if I was feeling as crap as I still was, I probably wouldn't be as loud as I am right now, in that sense. But yeah, man. Big up Billy, says good afternoon. Obviously commenting beforehand. Big up yourself. Fotherham's gone. Yep. Like I said, mate, I've done championship predictions and I briefly got into some of the games. So yeah, definitely check them out when they come out because I know you'll be interested in that. Especially what I've said for Huddersfield, which is interesting. I'll tell you that. Big up Ty. Big up yourself, Stephen, mate. Big up Hanno. Says 1 day to go till fight night. Yeah, it's an absolute madness, mate. It's an absolute madness, but I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be sick, man. It's going to be sick. Yeah, Chris, exactly. You lot know. Obviously, I don't usually show my hair a lot, but here we go. New trim. Do you know what I mean? New trim. Got the beard done as well. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, we're getting ready. Do you know what I mean? I've got some boxing boots that I need to try later on, actually, and a mouth guard. I need to sort that out. So that's going to be interesting. Hope you do bits. Thank you very much, mate. Like I said, I'll try and do an Instagram live of it. But yeah. Hanno, big up yourself. Blue Terrier. Jeez, yeah, that's mad. That's mad. Yeah, no, thank you for that. Thank you for that. He said he might be in the comments. He'll probably definitely watch it. He said he might comment in that. So, yeah, on the Hatter Show. Big up yourself, Hayden. Thank you for that, people. Thank you for that. Like I say, should be in my corner tomorrow still. Found out I can have 2 people in the corner. So I'm going to have Chris, who's been training me, and my dad. Chris Wilder's favourite for the job. Yeah, I know. I saw that. I was interested with that. Yeah, literally, yeah. And thank you for that as well, Chris. But yeah, let's get into it. So obviously, Premier League predictions. Obviously, like I said, I will be doing that midweek game as well between Arsenal and Man City. It'll be a very good game. But yeah, first game we're going to get into is obviously the game tomorrow, 12:30, London derby. And that is West Ham United versus Chelsea. It's an interesting one. West Ham obviously got that good result against Newcastle away, which I didn't expect. I said 1-0 Newcastle, so I was close. Chelsea, on the other hand, you know, got that draw with Fulham, which Hanno did actually say that would be a draw. Obviously, he is a Chelsea fan, as we know. Felix will be back for this one, which can benefit Chelsea. They tend to do right, from my memory, at West Ham as well, Chelsea. I'm going to go over Chelsea win. I'm going to go over narrow Chelsea win. I'm going to go 2-1. 2-1 to Chelsea. So, yeah, that is my prediction for this one. Your predictions, 2-2. Interesting. Coventry bound. Yep, enjoy it. It's a lot of people going tomorrow. So, yeah, big up to everyone. I wish I was there, but obviously got the fight. 1-0 Chelsea. Fair enough, Billy. Fair enough. West Ham 1-0. Interesting from Chris. He says, don't see many goals. I see West Ham edging it. Not convinced by Chelsea at the moment. Yeah, I'm not overly convinced, but I could just see him getting something here. I really could. 1-1. Fair enough. Stephen's prediction there. Moving on to the next game. A derby. I don't understand how this is a derby. I think it goes back history in the FA Cup or something weird like that. It's mad to me because they're like an hour and a half or pretty much that away from each other. Crystal Palace versus Brighton. Obviously, Crystal Palace, another team in London. Taking on Brighton. Obviously, Brighton have been exceptional this season. Even since Potter's left. Obviously, they sit 6th as it stands. Taking on Palace, who have been very inconsistent this season, I would say. Took a few, heavy defeats at home, which I've been quite surprised about. I think it was the first game back after the World Cup. Didn't they get humiliated by Fulham? Yeah, Fulham are doing well, but just the manner they lost at home was shocking. They took a lot of heavy defeats at home as well. Tottenham as well, beaten 4-0. Derby, form tends to go out the window, even though this derby's a weird one for me. I can still see Brighton winning it, to be honest. I don't think this one will have many goals. I'm going to go 1-0 to Brighton in this one. So, yeah, that is my prediction there. Excuse me. This laptop's being slow again, which is annoying. Right, there we go. We're back again. Your predictions are... don't see us scoring that many, obviously, regarding Chelsea. Fair enough, mate. 3-1 Brighton. Interesting. There's me. I don't think it'll be a lot of goals. And Hayden's coming with 3-1. Interesting. Chris has gone 2-1. We'll go either way. Okay, fair enough. If there is a time for Palace to bounce back in that sense, even though, like I said, they've been very inconsistent this season, it is probably that game, isn't it? Especially if it being a derby. 2-1 Brighton. Yeah, fair enough. 3-1 Brighton. Okay, that's 3-1 Brighton so far. Yeah, or it's something stupid like that as well. It's just madness to me. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, moving on to the next game. Another game in London that will be taking place in London. Arsenal, obviously top of the league, did have that, surprising defeat to Everton last week. I said 2-1 Arsenal. I thought it'd be difficult. I thought maybe a 1-1 draw at worst for them. But Everton, Sean Dyche, you know what he's going to do. He made them look a lot better. The training sessions, he's made everyone wear shin pads, where they weren't doing that under Lampard, which is mad. It's mad to me, like I said on the last one, that footballers don't do that nowadays. It's crazy to me. They're taking on Brentford, who are a good side. Good side. They sit 7th. When they played earlier on in the season, it was only Brentford's only loss at home this season. That was a 3-0 win for Arsenal. It'll be a difficult one for Arsenal, but because they're at home, I think that I expect them to win it, really. But I do think it'll be a close one. Ivan Toney's back. Obviously, he's back the last game. I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal. And he's bounced back as well. And it's theirs to lose, really. So, yeah, I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal in this one. I can see Brentford getting a goal, maybe Ivan Toney or someone. But yeah, 2-1 Arsenal for me in that one. You can do, mate. It's up to you. Really. Arsenal 3-2 Brentford. Lots of goals, I reckon. Yeah, I've seen a few people say 3-2 Arsenal, to be fair. Chris has gone 2-2. There you go. Goals there as well. Brentford got something at City. Dangerous game for Arsenal. Brentford no mugs. Yeah, no, 100%. The Dyche effect, says Stephen. Gooners 2-0. Brentford hates saying that. 3-2 Arsenal. There you go. Another 3-2. Hayden's come in with that. Fair enough. Interesting predictions. Moving on to the next game. Another game in London. Jeez, I didn't actually realise when I looked at it until now how many games are actually in London this week. That is the last game in London, isn't it? Yes, it is. Excuse me. 4 games in London. Madness. All on the same day and all. Flipping heck. Yeah, that's mental. But anyway, Fulham versus Nottingham Forest. Obviously, 2 teams that got promoted from the Championship. Obviously, Fulham winning the league. Forest winning the playoffs. Both doing very well. 2 of the 3 that went up and that are doing well. Obviously, Bournemouth not so great anymore. This one's an interesting one. I've seen, a lot of people say a draw in this one or Fulham nick it. I can see a lot of people don't reckon there'll be goals in this one, but I think there might be quite a lot of goals in this one. Nottingham Forest have been doing all right recently. They are better at home, but, I think they could get something here. I'm going to go for 2-2. I think it's going to be goals galore. Both teams have had 2-2 draws this season as well. Fulham, obviously, first game of the season against Liverpool. And then obviously that was at home as well, of course, for them. And then obviously Nottingham Forest had a 2-2 with someone at home, but I can't quite remember who it was. But yeah, I'm going to go 2-2. I think there's going to be goals in this one. And yeah, if Forest got a point there, I think that'd be brilliant. I think they'll probably stay up now anyway. But yeah. Your predictions, 2-0 Fulham, says Chris. Okay, interesting. 3-2 Forest. Now, that would be revenge, wouldn't it? Because the reverse fixture, Fulham beaten 3-2 at the City ground. So, yeah, that would be revenge. That would be a brilliant result for them. Fulham 2-1, Nottingham Forest, fair enough. Fulham 2-1 again, says Stephen. Billy obviously said 2-1 as well. Wasn't 3-2 to Nottingham Forest, mate. Was the reverse fixture. Steve Cooper looks like he just escaped a very tight headlock. Oh my days. But yeah, moving on to the next game. Massive game at the bottom. Even though Wolves are in, 15th as it stands, 20 points are still in the battle. They take on Southampton, obviously rock bottom. Apparently Nathan Jones has come out and said some weird stuff again. I don't know what is going on with him. Real talk. Still like the guy. Still want him to do well at Southampton. A lot of people call him a snake and that. I'm not going to keep going on about it, but he's not at the end of the day. You're not going to turn down a Premier League team. Yeah, okay, they're in the battle, but he want to prove something, But I'm not going to carry on getting into it because I just can't be asked anymore, I'll be honest. A take on Wolves, obviously, I would say going into this, don't be fooled by, don't be fooled and think Wolves are great because they beat Liverpool 3-0. Liverpool are crap this season. Wolves just wanted it more, and it was one of them. I finally watched the highlights earlier. Flipping hell. Oh, I'm not even going to go through it. Real talk. Southampton, they need to win. They need to win really sooner rather than later. If they do still win this game, based, on other results, like say for instance, Bournemouth not getting a result, they'd still be in the relegation battle. Even if Bournemouth did get a result, sorry, I meant to say, or didn't. No, I didn't mean to say didn't. Sorry. This one's an interesting one. A lot of people don't reckon there'll be a lot of goals in this one. They think Wolves will narrowly win. That's the popular prediction I've seen. Like a lot of 1-0 Wolves, like Hayden's put there. Do you know what? Because Wolves are in a better position, they're still in the battle, but they're in a better position. And don't be fooled by them after last week. That's what I will say. I'm going to go Southampton, mate. I'm going to go 1-0 Southampton. Which could be a shock prediction to a lot of people. But yeah, I'm going to go 1-0 Southampton, man. So yeah. Right, the other comments. Southampton 2-0 Wolves, says Chris. Okay, fair enough. 1-1, says Billy. Interesting. He isn't a slate. He went about it this time. Yeah, I understand people's frustrations. The first time when he went to Stoke, the way he left. Even I was annoyed at that. But at the same time, you're not going to turn them down. I know they're not in the Prem at that time, but still, they had Premier League players. Like, I understand people's frustration in that one, though. I can, understand people's more in that sense because he left. The way he left was not, not on. But yeah, like you say, the way he done it this time was fine. Maybe, could have clapped the fans off a little bit better, but I don't know. I don't really look into that sort of stuff. That game against Stoke, we was always going to lose that anyway, because just that being on players' minds, etc. So it was always going to affect us. 1-0 Wolves, like I said, obviously Hayden said that. Stephen's gone 2-0 Wolves, interesting. Still need to give Nathan Jones a chance. Can't believe he's under pressure already by the fans and media. I know it's mad, isn't it? It is mad. People go, "Oh, you're only saying that because what he done with Luke." No, it's mate. I generally think if they get another manager, they'll be in the same problem. The same problem, mate. Half them players are not good enough. Yeah, there's a few that are sick. Like your Ward-Prowses, like Shay Adams. He ain't been great this year, in my opinion. A lot of their signings as well, like, they're good signings, but need to adapt. A lot of them need to adapt. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't understand the nonsense he was saying. I will say that. Jones deserved a chance of Premier League job with job he's done at Luton. Yeah, and the thing is, if they did sack him, mate, I generally think he would go to a Championship team anyway and probably do all right with them, depending on who it is, to be honest with you. But yeah, that is that. Excuse me. Moving on to the next game, Leicester City versus Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham have a good record at Leicester. I remember that crazy game where Tottenham scored in like the last minute. I think it's Bergwijn or whatever, a couple of seasons ago or whenever it was. Leicester obviously did get a very good win last week against Aston Villa in the Midlands derby. Again, not the biggest Midlands derby, but still a derby. I just think with the record Tottenham obviously got that really good win against Man City. Kane doing firing. Players, playing their parts as well for Tottenham, except probably Son, you would say. I think Tottenham will win it. I'm going to go 2-1 Tottenham. 2-1 to Tottenham in this one. So, yeah, that is my prediction on that one. I think it'll be a close game. Obviously, Leicester will have confidence from last week, but I do think Tottenham will edge it. And obviously, they're in the race for the top four. Obviously, as you can see there, they're only a point off of Newcastle at the moment. Obviously, they are trying to get in the top four. So, yeah, I'm going to go for Tottenham win. I'm going to go 2-1 to Tottenham. Billy's gone 3-1 to Tottenham. Yeah, fair enough. Chris has gone 2-1 to Tottenham. Leicester, tough place to go, tough team to face. One of them teams, but I'm going Spurs. I think they've got to drag themselves to do something, whether that's top four or a trophy. Yeah, fair enough, mate. Stephen says inconsistent Spurs 2-1. Fair enough. I've heard Lloris is out for this game, but does that really matter? The guy's been so inconsistent. And Fraser Forster is a decent backup, to be honest. So, yeah, he'd probably do a job as Leicester's first goalkeeper right now. You know what I mean? Hayden, obviously Leicester fan. He's gone 4-2 to Leicester. Tete hat-trick. Ian Acho, Kane brace. Fair enough. And obviously, Kane did actually used to play for Leicester as well, didn't he? Years ago, I swear he did. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I swear he did. But it was like years ago, but I don't know. It went in the Prem at the time, I don't think. But yeah. Anyway, next game, Bournemouth versus Newcastle. Obviously, like I said earlier, Bournemouth, a team that are, struggling. Obviously, they're in the relegation zone as it stands, 19th. I expected this drop-off from them, especially the way they started. I expected it to come at some point. It's coming now. It has come now. Take them on Newcastle. This is the 5:30 game tomorrow. I can only see this going one way. That's a Newcastle win. And I'm going to go pretty emphatic, to be honest with you. I'm going to go 3-0 Newcastle. 3-0 Newcastle. So, yeah, that is my prediction on that. Yeah, on loan. Yeah. I thought it was on loan. Yeah. So, there we go. 3-0 to Newcastle. Obviously, they have got the League Cup final near the end of the month as well. So, yeah, man, it's interesting because I think after Everton, Liverpool have got taken out Real Madrid. I think Liverpool have got Newcastle away, I think. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting, isn't it? Bournemouth 2-0, Newcastle 2. Yeah, 2-0 is a popular prediction I've seen. So, yeah, there we go. I called the drop-off once Neil was appointed. Happens all the time. Yeah, fair enough, mate. 3-0 to Newcastle, same as me. Big up Wolf, he says. Big up yourself, mate. But yeah, moving on to the next game. Good timing, Wolf, actually. Leeds United versus Manchester United. Now, obviously, they played each other midweek. Man United coming from 2-0 down to make it 2-2. Obviously, Sancho scored. Rashford scoring is not really a surprise, especially how he's been since the World Cup. The take on Leeds. Leeds will have confidence, a lot of confidence, I reckon, especially getting that result at Old Trafford. Bearing in mind how United have been most of the season at Old Trafford this year, pretty good. Leeds, you know what the atmosphere is like. It's a derby as well. It could be a hostile atmosphere at Leeds. 2 o'clock kickoff on Sunday. Do you know what? I don't think anyone's going to quite win this one. I'm going to go 1-1. I'm going to go over 1-1 in this one. So, yeah. That is my prediction there. 1-0 United. Rashford will score again. Yeah, he probably will. And then Stephen's prediction for Newcastle is 3-0, same as me. So, yeah, there you go with that one. So, yeah, there we go with that one. Need a second, in my opinion. Wasn't convinced by Longlost brother, as I call him, maybe better defensively. Still shocking and about as toothless as Worm. Yeah. 2-0 Leeds, Wolf has said. Obviously, he's a United fan as well. Interesting. You don't think United will score? Interesting. 2-2, says Chris. Yeah, I could see that as well, to be fair. So, yeah, moving on to the next game. I think Lewis, obviously, as in Perry Sports, might be doing a watch-along for this. I think I might be backstage for it. So, yeah, obviously, I'll let you lot know if he does tune into that. I was going to do one to Leeds versus Man United, but I think I'll just leave it. And I think the only watch-along I'll do is the game on Monday, obviously, Liverpool. Great. Looking forward to that, ain't I? Yeah, definitely. Anyway, Man City versus Villa. Now, obviously, that when they last played at the Etihad was last season. Villa bottling it, which was annoying if you're a Liverpool fan. City, they've not been too great at the moment. Obviously, they can be gotten at. Obviously, they did lose to Tottenham last week, which even when they're playing really good, sometimes that happens. Tottenham seem to be that team that usually get one over them, most of the time. Other than that 4-2 a couple of weeks ago. But they always do put up a good game against them either way. Taking on Aston Villa, Unai Emery, since he's come in. I don't think he's done as great as what people are saying, but he's still done all right. You look at some games where they haven't been overly great, like last week, for example, the manner they lost, Stevenage getting knocked out to them in the cup, etc. This one, I actually reckon this is the 4:30 game as well. And these ones tend to be the standout ones, hence why they are 4:30. I reckon there's going to be a lot of goals in this one. I'm actually going to go the same score as it was last season. I'm going to go 3-2 City. So, yeah, I'm going to go 3-2 City in this one. Billy's gone 3-1 to Man City. Fair enough. Man City 2-1. Yeah, 2-1's a popular prediction. Villa always make it tough for City. Yeah, I think they will again. I think there'll be goals in this one. So, yeah, 3-2 to City. And then moving on to the last game, Monday Night Football. Like I said, I will be doing a watch-along. Merseyside derby. Liverpool versus Everton. Overall thoughts going into this one. Oh, fucking hell. Against my rivals. Even though form does go out the window, I'm not really too confident, I'll be honest. Even with it being at Anfield. Yeah, the 12th man, the crowd are going to be good for this game, but I'm just not really confident in these players at the moment, to be honest with you. Everton obviously got that win against Arsenal as well. A lot of confidence with that. Klopp and Dyche have their little bit of history, don't they? Obviously, when Burnley beat Liverpool, obviously they had that back and forth in the tunnel. Yeah, I'm not really too confident in this one. It's come out today that Thiago's got a hip injury, so he's not even going to be available. So, yeah, it's not great. Jota's could be in contention for this game, though, which is a positive. And like Chris says there, Dyche's style will get under Klopp's skin. It will. It really will, mate. So, yeah, what I'm going to get into now, I'm not feeling too confident, people. I'll be honest with you lot, because that's how I am. But, yeah, what I'll get into now is obviously the lineup that I'd go with. Don't even want to do lineups at the moment with Liverpool, real talk. So obviously in goal, Alisson, number one keeper. As the hold up. Actually, no, I'll just use this one. I'll go with the 4-3-3 still. A lot of people saying maybe change formation, but for the amount of injuries we got, I just can't be bothered, to be honest. We're going to Trent as the right back. I'm going to go as left back, Robertson. Centre backs. Matip was shocking the other day. I can't even lie. I'm gonna go. Oh, I don't even know. I'm gonna go with. Real talk. I don't think Van Dijk's still nowhere near, even though he weren't great anyway. Before that injury. It's mad, isn't it? I don't even know who to go with. I'll probably just go with Gomez and Matip, to be honest. Gomez on that left. This is mad, isn't it? This is actually mental. Midfield. Badgetic. I don't know if he's probably still not on here, is he? No. Well, Badgetic anyway. The right side, I'm going to go Keita. I don't even want to be at the club, but just proves the midfield problems we got at the moment. And on that left, well, Thiago's out, like I said. You never really see Henderson on the left. I don't even want to go in, but I'm going to go with Ox. Liverpool scored 1 goal in the league, by the way, in 2023, and that was Ox against Brentford. Up front, do I drop Salah? I do drop Salah. Actually, do I drop Salah? Because this could be a game where he actually just, if anyone gets a goal, it could be him sort of thing. No, I'm going to go Elliot. I feel when we use Elliot going forward, we need to play him as that right winger. Left side, Gakpo, so that's his actual position. And then up front, Núñez. And to be fair, I actually thought, I only saw the highlights, but I thought Núñez was unlucky against against Wolves, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. His shooting was actually on target this time, but I only saw the highlights, so I'm only judging it from that. So, yeah, that's the lineup I'd go with. Alisson in goal, Robertson left back, 4-3-3 still. Gomez and Matip as the centre-backs, Trent as a right-back, Badgetic, but he's not on here for some reason still, even though he's like a regular nowadays. Madness. For one of the biggest clubs in the world. Madness. Ox on the left, Keita on the right, Gakpo on the left, Núñez in the middle, Elliot on the right. So, yeah, that is lineup. Chris's lineup, let's see if it's similar to mine. Got Alisson, Trent, Fabinho. Fabinho as defender, interesting. Phillips is a good shout, actually. I'll still go with that, though. But if it's not going great, then bring him on. Badgetic, Henderson, Thiago, I doubt yet. Keita, Elliot, Núñez. Okay, you've got Henderson in midfield. Gakpo, whenever he's played, I like. Drop Salah. Phillips done nothing wrong whenever he's played. I like him. Yeah, facts. I'll go even further and start Reece Williams instead of Fabinho. Reece and Phillips got us Champions League football. True, they did. So, yeah. 2-0 Everton, says Chris. Everton get their first win in front of Anfield crowd since 1999. If there is a time to do it, it is now. Billy's gone 1-0 to Everton. Wolf said Dyke clock battle yet again. Luckily, I'm at work. But yeah, that is the lineup. My score prediction, like I said, if there is a time for Everton to beat Liverpool at Anfield, it is now. Especially the confidence they had from last week against the league leaders. Dyche, we know how frustrating his football can be to people. I'm going to go over 1-1 draw, but it's optimistic. I remember when I got called that last season. It is one of them. I could see us losing. I'm not going to lie. I could see us losing 2-1. I'm going to go 1-1. So, yeah. That is my prediction for that. Yeah, and like I said, I will be doing a watch along to that one. So yeah, there we go. Chris said, talking of work, I'm off to work for last shift of week, mate. Great stream as always. Thank you very much, mate. Big up yourself. Hopefully you have a good time. But yeah, we are moving on to the last game that we're going to predict. And that is obviously the midweek game, massive game. Obviously first versus second. And I believe when it comes to it, it still will be first versus, well, definitely going to be Arsenal first still. Just the points might be tighter depending on Arsenal's result. City depends what United do and what City do, of course, at the weekend. But yeah, Arsenal versus Man City. Obviously, they played not too long ago in the FA Cup. Arsenal rotated it a bit. You can tell their main priority is the league, but they've still done well, I thought. Still done well. And Matt Turner, by the way, ever since he's played for USA in the World Cup, he's actually been all right. I'm not going to lie. I didn't really rate him before that. He had a good game. Obviously, he's not going to start in this one, though. It'd be Ramsdale. Take on City. Obviously, City not been great this season. I remember last season, Arsenal were unlucky. Could you say they got robbed? It's definitely a debate. That Rodri goal. Do you know what? Just with the way Arsenal have been at the Emirates, City, they can be gotten at this season. Like I say, for numerous amount of weeks now, the title is Arsenal's to lose. I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal. I'm going to go them to get back-to-back 2-1 wins. They have done that this season as well. Done it earlier on. They beat someone 2-1, and then the other team was Fulham. They beat 2-1. So yeah, I'm going to back Arsenal to win that one in midweek. And I think if they win that, it's looking more than likely that they'll win the title. Obviously, they're still going to play City away, but yeah, I think they'll be in an even better position in that sense. Well, they will, of course, because they'll be on more points and that. But, throughout, I think that'll look back at that. And, yeah. So, yeah, let's calculate the table. See what the table would look like after all them results. So, Arsenal would obviously remain top, 56 points. City second, 48. United third, 44. Newcastle fourth, a point behind United, 43. Tottenham would be up to, no, they're already fifth, sorry. 42 points, a point behind Newcastle, 2 points behind United. Brighton would be sixth still. Brentford seventh, Fulham eighth, Chelsea ninth, Liverpool 10th still. Aston Villa 11th, 2 points away from Liverpool. Nottingham Forest 12th, which would be good. Crystal Palace 13th, Leicester 14th, Leeds 15th, Wolves 16th, West Ham 17th, Everton in the relegation zone again. On goal difference, despite that draw, if it goes well, I think it will be. Southampton wouldn't be rock bottom, but they'd still be in the relegation zone at 19th on 18 points. And then Bournemouth would be rock bottom on 17 points. So interesting if the results go the way I do feel they will. Obviously, the top six will remain the same, but obviously the relegation battle will be interesting as Southampton jump a space higher. And Everton, despite getting a draw away at Anfield, they'd still be in the relegation zone. No, they'd be back in the relegation zone, sorry. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. But yeah, people, that is where I'm going to wrap it up. They are my predictions for the Premier League games this weekend, Monday Night Football, and obviously the midweek game as well. Big up to everyone that's tuned in. Let's go through the last few comments. Dice, the big gesture beast, will haunt Klopp again. I wouldn't be surprised, mate. Wouldn't be surprised. Billy's prediction as well for the midweek game has gone 3-2 to Arsenal. Interesting, mate. Interesting prediction. That is for sure. Wolf says, I hate both teams, so hoping for a 0-0. Obviously, talking about the Arsenal versus Man City game. But yeah, people, like I said, that is where I'm going to wrap it up. Hatter Show, I'll be back again at 6. It will just be me today. Like I said, that's not feeling so great. And then straight after that, I'm going to release my championship predictions. I'm going to try and do championship predictions going forward. It's a pre-recorded video. So yeah, check that out when it comes out. I know it's a bit annoying because the Birmingham game will literally be on like shortly after, but Still, please do check them out. Be much appreciated. And yeah, don't forget to smash a like on the stream if you haven't already. We're currently on 12 likes. Kenny saying hello. Kenny, he always does this, don't he? Obviously, you don't know, but every time he comments near the end, I'm always about to wrap up. But yeah, don't forget to smash a like. Like I said, we're currently on 12 likes. Big up to everyone. I know some people watch this back on playback as well. So smash a like on that as well. Or on this if you see it on that as well. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. We'll see if we've got any new subscribers in this stream. I know we're 1 subscriber away from 1,560. Yeah, no new subscribers yet. But yeah, big up to everyone. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe to my other channel as well, T-Boys TV Extra. Link to that is in the description. And if you do want to follow me across any of my socials, links to them are also in the description. And yeah, I think that's everything I want to say. So yeah, let me just go through these last bits of comments. See you later, T. I'll try to be on the Hat Show later. If I'm not, good luck in the fight. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Man City will lose to Villa. Watch. If you want to see my predictions, mate, just scroll back a little bit at the end of the stream. What did you predict for the derby? Go back, mate. Go back to it. Good luck, Kenny says as well. Thank you very much, mate. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up. I'll be back again at 6, like I said, by myself because my dad's not feeling so great today. So yeah, hopefully I'll see many of you at that time as well. And yeah, like I said, championship predictions, pre-recorded video will be out as soon as the Hatter Show's done. So yeah, take care and peace.